I'm about to review Wealthfront, a popular website to get started investing.
Hello, startups and investors. My name is Ross Blankenship. I'm the founder of Angel Kings, which is a top venture capital firm, as well as an early investor in some of America's top startups. I want to give you a little bit of insight as an investor as to what resource might help you in your investing process. Whether you're a public or private investor, a website called Wealthfront has really taken off. Before we begin, I want to let you know that if any of this information is too fast, too quick, or if you'd just like to learn more, get inside access, make sure you check out angelkings.com/invest. So what is Wealthfront? Well, Wealthfront is of a new breed, a new generation of investing products that's called Robo-trading or auto-trading platforms. And Wealthfront allows you, an investor, to put money into an account each month or as often as you'd like, and essentially let that experience be automated. So you no longer necessarily have to deal with a person at the end of the phone. The traditional brokerage is kind of dying in that sense. And so Wealthfront allows you to put your assets into stocks and therefore automate the process of investing. Some positives about Wealthfront is that there's automatic rebalancing, so you don't have to necessarily jump in and constantly change where your portfolio is based on your age, right? Because your risk profile in your 30s is quite different than your risk profile in your 60s or 70s. Now, I will tell you this, and you should check out our book, Kings Over Aces, where we talk about this, that in Kings Over Aces, we talk about the fact that, your allocation should not necessarily be standardized, right? So that, if you're in your 30s or 60s or 70s, whichever range you're in, you should constantly be thinking about taking a slightly higher risk profile if you want to do better. But if you're the type that just wants to sit back and just let it ride, then you can try this, which is Wealthfront. And that's a little bit of rebalancing. They've got built-in tax loss harvesting, which is it's not a new concept per se, but it gives you the opportunity to move assets in a way legally through their automated platform and defer some of your capital gains taxes. Okay. Other things are that Wealthfront does provide for low fees for balances less than $10,000, which is important. I mean, if you're a new investor watching this video and you don't have a lot of money and you're just getting started, which I applaud you and commend you. I think it's really the right thing to do instead of just keeping cash on hand. You want low fees. We all do. So that's another positive of Wealthfront. Some of the negatives. Well, ETFs, despite the in vogue nature of ETFs or exchange traded funds at this point, and there's actually an ETF for everything now, so they drop faster in value, believe it or not, than even some individual stocks. They can't. Now, it's not very often, but ETFs can drop in value. And when you've got your money locked up in something like Wealthfront, another competitor of theirs is Betterment, it's important. If you need to access capital fast or quickly, you need to know that it can be difficult with this robo-trading or robo-investing environment, okay? So know that. Another is a negative that Wealthfront has to improve is that it's harder to access capital. And I'll give you a personal experience, which is that I tried both Betterment and Wealthfront as well as a few others, Robinhood and Acorns, all the new breed of robo-trading. And I just tried figuring out how fast I could upload or deposit money and how fast I could take it out just in case I needed. And in Wealthfront's case, it was a bit more difficult. It was better than, no pun intended, but it was better than Betterment in terms of accessing capital, but they do need to make that process quicker. And by the way, in light of some of the substantial movements on Bitcoin and blockchain and how fast money is now moving much faster than it did, back in the day with, this is important, okay? So, taking all this together, what does Wealthfront need to show or fix to ensure trust and to build trust amongst a new generation of investors? They need to show the efficacy. Well, efficacy, how impactful they are. Is investing in Wealthfront just by getting a tax loss harvest? Is that the way that you make more money than investing in traditional stocks or ETFs? Not using Wealthfront? I mean, the point here is this, that robo-advisors, there's not enough data to show that they're giving you a higher return, an ROI, versus traditional investing vis-a-vis a broker. And so where are the case studies? Wealthfront and these new breed of robo-advisors have to show that in order for more widespread adoption. That there are better tax savings than tax loss harvesting. Let me say that again. There are better tax savings than tax loss harvesting. Tax loss harvesting is Wealthfront's clique. That's their thing. And if they're going to promote that, they should be transparent about what other tax loss savings or tax loss mechanisms exist to save you as an investor money. And just putting it in robo-advisors is not the right way. You should consult with a CPA. We work with phenomenal advisors at Angel Kings with whom you can speak. But there are other ways, and I think they need to be transparent about what other options exist other than just putting your money and automating and making, doing better because you have tax loss harvesting. Lastly, I believe, and having worked with some great CPAs, certified public accountants, that provided that you should speak with, especially if you have high assets or you're a credit investor, you should always speak with a CPA because their insight is still more valuable than hoping to put money with an ETF or an exchange-traded fund such as Wealthfront. I still think you should always talk with a CPA or an accountant or advisor, CFAs, chartered financial analyst, before doing these investments. Okay, if you've got questions and you're an investor and you want to make a lot of money investing in some awesome companies, I cannot recommend using angelkings.com/invest more. I mean, it will give you the opportunities that you've never seen before. So go to angelkings.com/invest. I'm excited to share this information with you and look forward to working with you too someday. This is Ross Blankenship, founder of Angel Kings, signing off.
So if you want to invest in America's next top startups and future IPOs, go to angelkings.com/invest and reserve your spot today.